there are a bunch of things that happen when you go from being a hobbyist to a full-time professional. And I know that many people, photographers, videographers, are afraid to talk about this. Now, I've come to some realizations over the years as to why that happens, how it happens, and how you can fix it from happening to you. Now, when you are a hobbyist, at least when I was a hobbyist, I loved photography. There were certain things that I wanted to photograph, that I felt compelled to photograph, and just creative ideas that I wanted to get out. And switching to being a professional where you are hired, where you are just capturing someone else's vision, that comes with a few things. And so I know for me, I lost passion for it. I know that it kind of sucked the fun out of my photography experience. And ultimately, I quit. I quit a couple different times over a span of years, right? I first started doing photography back in 2009, I believe. And so since then, it's been a number of times where I've quit, come back, quit, and come back. And I got to tell you, switching to being a professional definitely had a huge impact on that. And it happens, right? I know I'm not the only one to experience it, but over the last few months, the realization that I've come to is that it mainly happens because of the purpose behind why you are filming or why you are doing photography in the first place. If you don't have a why, I think it's very easy to lose your passion. It's very easy to be pushed and pulled in different directions and ultimately, at some point, get burnt out, become tired of it. And there's lots of inconveniences, right? When you become a professional, there's lots of things that you have to do that you don't necessarily want to do. And the purpose of why you have a camera in the first place is so important. It's so important. And so for me, when I look back at it, I realized, especially over the last couple of months, that the main reason why I picked up a camera and bought a camera in the first place was to create work that inspired people, right? I wanted to really change people's perspectives. I wanted to give them an insight on people. Me especially, I was tired of seeing people in media depicted as drug dealers, killers, hoes, et cetera, right? Same things that are still all over media till this day. That was the reason why I picked up a camera. And it wasn't until, like I said, recently I came to the realization that your purpose needs to fit your client's purpose, right? It means that you and your clients need to have a similar purpose. That way you can still be fulfilled in doing your work. And so one of my most recent clients, he's here on YouTube, Guitar 5000. His purpose is to change the world one song at a time. And that totally fits my purpose, right? If my purpose is to change your perspective, if my purpose is to create a video that leaves you walking away, looking at someone differently, learning more about a person or about a culture, well, hey, that box gets checked off. And so it leaves me feeling fulfilled, right? And so I just find that over the years, the clients that I've worked with who had no purpose, that was similar to mine anyway, that's just what happens, right? You lose your passion, you lose the motivation, and it's because you don't have a why. You don't have something to fulfill you in this space. And ultimately, your why and your purpose becomes a driving factor for you, right? The why in which you pick pushes you further than money, right? It pushes you further than just doing something that's cool, right? Your why often becomes bigger than you. And the reason in which you film or you do photography, your why is what attracts people to you, right? It's important to have a purpose. It's important to find your purpose, because I just find that without it, you'll absolutely hate doing this at some point. Even if you really enjoy it as a passion, becoming a professional can just suck the joy out of it. And it's good to have a purpose, and it's good to find clients whose purpose matches yours. That is how I can only see it working going forward, especially for me. And I actually like that. I enjoy the fact that my purpose is important, and the reason I picked up the camera is important. And it sucks to have experienced that, to have quit, to have lost passion and whatnot. But I'm happy that now in 2026, I know why I bought a camera in the first place. And yeah, so if you are dealing with that, all hope is not gone, right? That's how I felt. But find your purpose, find your passion, and that will absolutely help you moving forward.